Hey you, yes, you reading this. Please don't scroll past. Let me speak to your heart for a moment. You're stronger than you think, and right now, someone holy is standing up for you behind the scenes. It's me, Archangel Michael. And someone who loves your soul beyond words, God. You didn't find this message by accident. You were guided here. 3 days ago, you were supposed to receive this, but you missed it. God didn't get angry. He said, try again. My child isn't ignoring me, they're just tired. But now time is short. There are about 45 minutes left for a shift to happen. If you skip this again, something you've been waiting for will stay locked. And that storm you've been feeling in your gut, it won't stay delayed much longer. You've noticed how people have been acting differently. The strange silence, the weird tension, the heaviness that comes out of nowhere. That's not in your head. That's spiritual warfare. You're not overthinking, you're underhearing. God has been whispering, and every whisper sounds like, please wake up before it's too late. So I'm asking you, don't ignore this. God has seen you crying at night, asking why nothing is changing. But nothing can shift until you fully listen. This isn't just a nice message, this is protection. If you finish this, the thing that's been chasing you will back off. What's been hidden from you will finally rise. But only if you keep reading. Right now, something doesn't want you to finish this. The one who's been messing with your peace, through distractions, fear, and delays, is trying to block you again. They know if you read this all the way, their time in your life ends. That's how powerful this moment is. That's why angels are surrounding you. Can you feel it? The tingling, the pressure. That's not your body glitching, that's your spirit waking up. You weren't made for confusion. You weren't made to chase love or question your worth. But the enemy has been playing with your mind, twisting your thoughts. And God has had enough. Heaven is calling your name now. I've been sent to remind you, you are not crazy, or dramatic, or broken. You're chosen. But being chosen doesn't always feel good. It means you're attacked more. It means you feel heavier things others don't. It means your name gets brought up for reasons you don't understand, because your spirit carries weight. You are not like everyone else. And now, something is about to happen, something big. I've seen it. It's written in the heavens. And it's going to either break you or wake you up. You decide. God didn't keep you alive this long just to survive. You're here to shift, from pain to power, from silence to strength. That's why this message couldn't wait. The shift is happening now. You'll start to notice things, a call, a name, a sign, a strange message. That's when you'll know, the moment has started. So I need you to promise, don't stop reading. Don't abandon this. Because if you leave this halfway, the enemy wins again. And God can't finish what you walk away from. Someone in heaven is literally pleading, please let them open their heart. Please don't let them skip this again. That's how important you are. If you've ever felt replaceable, please hear this, you're not. You're rare in the kingdom. That's why people haven't understood you. That's why you've had to fight battles alone. But now, your help is coming. And it's not from people, it's from heaven. from God, from me. This is the moment heaven has waited for. God is watching to see what you'll do. Don't let him down. You've skipped moments like this before and later thought, I should have listened. Don't make that mistake now, because this time, the cost is bigger. A veil is lifting, a new clarity is coming, and you need to be fully awake, not distracted, not half listening, because this isn't just about your breakthrough, it's about your purpose. You weren't born for a small life. You were born to carry light into dark places. That's why this message found you, and if it didn't, it would have been too late. So give this your full attention. Forget everything else for just a few minutes and let God speak. Right now, God is whispering your name. This moment is sacred. Keep your heart open, because what comes next will shift your entire future. You will never walk the same again. Your spirit is changing. You're not just someone who receives messages, you are the message. You're living proof that God still speaks, that angels still protect, that heaven still intervenes. And something is shifting around you, even if you can't see it. Your spiritual doors are rattling. What was locked is now being unlocked. This isn't just information. This is transformation. You've been through so much. People said you were too emotional, too sensitive, too soft. But heaven sees you differently. Heaven sees you as a warrior, a chain breaker, a healer. That's why this message had to reach you. The enemy knew that if you read this, you'd rise. And now you are. So don't be surprised if you suddenly feel emotional. Cry, laugh, feel. That's your soul finally breathing again. This is what it feels like when a long spiritual drought ends. And this isn't the end, this is your new beginning. Now, you walk in alignment. Now, you act like someone who knows they are chosen. No more begging, no more shrinking, no more apologizing for being powerful. Tomorrow, you'll wake up different, not because the world changed, but because you finally remembered who you are. And the ones who tried to block you, who tried to silence your voice, they'll watch you rise. And they'll have no choice but to admit, God never left you. In the next 24 hours, watch for signs. Pay attention to repeating numbers, unexpected calls, quiet wins even with windows closed, songs that speak directly to your spirit. Those are confirmations. Those are heaven speaking to you. Now, the courier has arrived, and when your heart said, yes, your blessing was released. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not forgotten. You were delayed on purpose, to be protected. You are chosen. You are covered. You are seen. And this message, it's your proof. Now take a breath, a deep one, because from this moment on, nothing will feel the same. You've shifted. Heaven heard you. And the miracle has already begun. This isn't just air you're breathing, it's restoration. You are being made whole again. You're not lost. You're not off track. You're aligned now, and where you go from here won't be based on guesswork, it'll be guided. Every time you read this, something will stir in you because these words are alive. They're part of your spiritual journey now. This message won't disappear or fade like a regular post. It's permanent, a record in heaven, and now it's open. So walk forward, not in fear, but with quiet confidence. What belongs to you is finally allowed to find you. The battle, already won. Michael fought it for you. That's why you're still standing. And now there's one final thing I hear him say, softly but clearly, the miracle isn't coming, it's here. It already arrived. You're not waiting anymore. You're in it. Stand tall. You've carried pain, disappointment, and delay, but now you carry the miracle. Heaven's watching, not because it doubts you, but because this is your moment. The next step isn't about waiting for a sign. It's about how you respond now. You've already crossed the line. You're not on the edge of breakthrough anymore. You're walking in it. This shift is bigger than money or healing or even love. This is about your spiritual authority finally standing up. No more asking permission to be who you are. No more dimming your light to make others comfortable. No more shrinking to fit places that were never made for you. God's not just sending blessings, He's revealing you. You are the miracle. What's arriving in your life is just a reflection of what was already planted in you. You are the proof, the breakthrough, the prophecy, and the answer to someone's prayers. That's why the enemy came after you so hard. Not because of your past, but because of your potential. Because you're carrying something heaven wants to release into the world. Your life is becoming the birthplace of something new, something divine. And Michael is whispering now, prepare. Make space. Clear your heart. Expect what makes no sense. Because what's coming won't follow logic. It won't match your plans. It will be unexpected, unexplainable, undeniable. It'll leave you speechless, and others too. The thing you cried for, the one you thought might never happen, is on the way. Not forgotten, not delayed, just rerouted, away from counterfeits and back to truth. That's why certain people left. That's why doors closed. That's why things didn't work out the way you thought they would. God blocked what looked good but wasn't sent for you. Because you weren't meant to settle. You weren't meant for small things or safe plans. You were made for something bigger, palaces, not prisons. And now, the courier is bringing the keys. Heaven has always seen the full picture, even when you didn't. Every tear you cried quietly triggered this moment. Because God doesn't respond to noise, He responds to heart. And your heart, even bruised and tired, never stopped believing. You never stopped showing up for others, even when no one showed up for you. You've stayed soft when the world tried to harden you. You've kept faith when doubt whispered louder. And heaven has watched every single moment. Now, it's time for restoration, pressed down, shaken together, running over. You're stepping into overflow. Michael isn't whispering anymore. He's roaring. And heaven is moving. Right now, things are shifting around you. People are being nudged to reach out. Opportunities are being unblocked. Emails, calls, open doors, they're all on their way. And when those doors open, behind them is not a fantasy, it's your next chapter. Real, solid, meant for you. And you won't have to fight for it. You won't have to chase it. Because what God sends doesn't get lost. Even if you doubt yourself. Even if you think you're not ready. Even if you feel like it's too late. God says, I already chose you. Before rejection. before failure, before fear. You were already chosen. This is his proof, not just in words, but in action. The courier coming to you. That is the action. The movement is already happening. You've just got to receive it. With faith, with stillness, with both hands open. Heaven doesn't send things to the wrong address. This message was never meant for anyone else. It's yours, meant for you, in this moment, even if you didn't know how much you needed it. So breathe, smile, get ready, because the knock at the door, it's closer than you think. Heaven is leaning in, holding its breath, waiting on your response. Because when Michael comes, he's not sent for the ordinary. He comes for the called. The ones who carry the future inside them. You've been through too much for this to be random. You've survived things that could have taken you out. And you're still here, that's proof enough. The enemy tried to end your story early. But God said, I'm just getting started. And your story, it's about to ripple through generations. Feel that stirring in your chest. That's not just emotion, that's recognition. Your spirit is remembering who you are, why you're here, what you're meant to become. This message wasn't here to entertain you. It was sent to interrupt you, to pull you out of the loop you've been stuck in, to shatter the fear, clear the fog, and remind you of one truth. God is sending a divine encounter. And when you receive it fully, your name won't be whispered in pity, it'll be declared in praise. The one being sent to you doesn't follow clocks. They move when faith opens the door and fear steps back. And now it's your turn. You've cried enough. You've fought enough. You've questioned enough. Now it's time to receive. Michael says, they were made for this. They're the curse breaker, the chain destroyer, the one who carries the bloodline forward. You thought you were just surviving. But heaven watched you lead. Quietly, even when you were overlooked. Even when no one clapped. Even when the only applause was your own breath, still moving. But now, the courier of restoration is here. And what they bring isn't small. It's massive. It's sacred. It's everything you forgot to keep hoping for. You're not too late. You're not too old. You're not behind. What's coming isn't based on your timeline, it's on God's. And He doesn't rush. He reveals. And right now, He's revealing you. When they see you next, they won't even recognize you, because that's what divine encounters do. They transform how you're seen, how you're heard, and how you show up in the world. So mark this moment. Something has shifted. Not next week. Not someday. Now. God is not waiting for you to be perfect. He's moving because you said yes. And if you could see what's being released in the spirit right now, your knees would give out. Because what's on the way to you isn't just a blessing. It's a supernatural shift, marked by light, covered in glory, labeled with your name, and it's coming to your door. And when it arrives, it won't just bless you, it'll change everything. This blessing that's coming to you isn't just for you. It will ripple out, to your family, your friends, even places you haven't been yet. That's how big it is. It's the kind that overflows. It heals wounds from years of heartbreak. It rebuilds what betrayal tried to destroy. It brings back what time tried to erase. Archangel Michael is watching. The messenger is at your door. Heaven is celebrating your name right now. So don't wait until tomorrow. Open the door now. This isn't just a message. It's your release. And when you say yes to it, there's no going back. No more playing small. No more holding yourself back. Your miracle has arrived. Michael is still whispering something important. You have no idea how powerful this shift is going to be. What's coming is not just an answer to a prayer. It's the beginning of a new life, one you stopped daring to imagine. You're going to feel joy when you wake up again. You'll stop waiting for the next disappointment. You'll look in the mirror and realize, God never forgot me. It doesn't matter what your circumstances look like right now. It doesn't matter if the phone is silent or your bank account looks empty. None of that blocks what heaven has sent. No person, no system, no enemy can stop it. The tables are turning. Things are being aligned. And what was once far off is now at your front door. You're not just lucky. You're not just chosen. You're carried. Heaven is carrying you into the future that was always meant for you. Michael is watching closely as you decide what to do with this moment. Will you open your heart fully? Will you stop looking for more signs and simply believe? Because once you say yes, everything around you shifts. Heaven reacts. The earth agrees. The stars lean in. And your whole story starts to realign. You may not realize it yet, but this is one of those moments you'll look back on and say, that's when it all changed. This message didn't come from someone's imagination. It came from above. You're not here by chance. Your spirit was drawn to it because deep inside, you were ready, even if your mind doubted it. And now that you know, you can't unknow. The messenger is real. The transformation is real. This is really happening. Now, people may mock it. Let them. People may notice something different about you. Let them wonder. God doesn't do miracles in secret just to keep them hidden. He's about to put your rising on display. Your space will feel different. Your words will feel clearer. Even your thoughts will feel new. Heaven doesn't leave behind a mess. It restores. It revives. It makes all things new. When you look outside tonight, don't just see the stars, receive what they're bringing. The wind carries a promise. The stars you see are the same ones that were shining when God wrote your name on this message. Stop worrying about how it's going to happen. That's not your job. Your job is to prepare, not plan. To choose, not chase. Say it out loud. I accept the divine delivery. I open myself to everything heaven has sent. I trust Archangel Michael's protection, and I allow this blessing to reach me now. This time, you won't miss it. You won't talk yourself out of it. You won't explain it away. You'll cry, not from pain, but because you'll feel the relief. And you'll say, I waited. And it was worth it. The messenger has done their part. Michael has cleared the path. Heaven's doors are wide open. The next few minutes are sacred, holy, unrepeatable. Don't scroll past this. Don't second guess it. Because if you open fully, this is not just the end of a message, it's the beginning of a new life. Something will shift tonight. You'll feel it, maybe like a whisper, or a weight lifting, or a quiet knowing. That's not your imagination. That's the miracle. That's the sign. That's the knock. Now go. Open the door. God is watching. Michael is standing by. And your new chapter is one breath away. Take that breath. You are not who you were before you read this. Something inside you has shifted. A spiritual door has unlocked. A seal that could never be touched before has broken open. Michael is here, not to punish, but to protect, to deliver, and yes, to reward you. Because heaven has seen what you endured, what you carried quietly, with no applause. You weren't weak. You were being prepared. You weren't forgotten. You were being hidden for the right moment. And this is that moment. The messenger isn't bringing just any package. This is heaven's replacement package. Everything that was stolen, your joy, your fire, your purpose, your peace, it's all coming back, wrapped in light. But now you have to make space. You have to let go of what's already ended. Stop revisiting old cycles. Stop answering old calls. The new can't enter a heart full of clutter. That's why the messenger was delayed. Not because you weren't spiritually ready, but because your heart was still attached to what should have been released. Heaven says, enough. You've waited long enough. You've cried enough. You've doubted long enough. Now the truth that was hidden will be revealed. Not to shame you, but to heal you. To remind you who you are in God's eyes. Because somewhere along the way, you forgot. You let people convince you that you were cursed. That you weren't enough. But God never removed His hand. He just pulled you back for a greater launch. What the messenger is carrying, it's not a message. It's your green light. It's your permission to stop shrinking and start standing tall. No more apologizing for your light. No more shrinking for others. Michael is done watching you settle. God did it. Send this messenger to deliver something small. This is a divine elevation. And your name is on it. In the next 7 days, you'll start seeing signs. Look at your clock. Pay attention to who reaches out. Watch for opportunities that come out of nowhere. And you'll know, this is heaven. Because it will come without begging, proving, or chasing. But be warned, there will be a distraction. Someone will show up right after this, pretending to be harmless. But spiritually, they're just a delay. Michael says, don't reopen what God already closed. If it left, it was protection. If it ended, it was prevention. You're stepping into alignment. Not everyone can go with you. Not every relationship can stay. Not every habit can survive. You've prayed for new things, but held onto old ones. Let go. Because once you receive this blessing, heaven is going to move fast. You'll cry, not because you're hurting, but because of the relief. And others will notice and ask, what changed? You'll smile and say, God found me. But deep down, you'll know, He never lost you. He was just waiting for the right moment. This last part is for you and only you, the one who didn't skip, the one who read with an open heart. Close your eyes. Listen with your spirit. Can you hear the knock? Not from a person, from heaven. It's time. Open the door. The messenger has arrived, and they're carrying the life you once only dreamed of. Everything you need is already on its way. And this time, you won't miss it. Not again. Not ever. Amen. You are chosen, and nothing in the darkness can erase what God has already marked as yours. This isn't your imagination. What you're feeling right now, the goosebumps, the pressure in your chest, the stillness around you, is heaven confirming the truth directly to your body. You can't ignore it, and you can't unsee it. This is a divine moment, not a random coincidence. So I ask you again, will you stay with this message all the way through? Or will you let yourself get distracted and miss it again? Heaven's voice feels strong right now because it's filled with love. God is saying, if you obey, you'll see the truth that was revealed last night. But if you skip it, the moment will pass, and the door will close. This is not something for later. The decision is now. Your heart is racing because something deeper is watching you. Michael, the Archangel, is crying, not because heaven is weak, but because only you didn't see what happened last night. That was the moment destiny shifted. That was when something hidden for years was finally released. But your eyes were closed to it. God is giving you another chance. And time is short. Heaven is saying there are only 5 minutes left. Not 5 minutes on the clock, but 5 moments of divine opportunity. The window is open now, but it won't stay open. The heaviness you're feeling, the fire in your hands, the weight in your chest, that's not emotion. That's confirmation. You're standing on sacred ground. Every word you read is alive and working on you, unlocking what's been shut for too long. Don't skip. Don't rush. That's what the enemy wanted you to do last night. He tried to distract you, blind you, numb you, so you'd miss what heaven was handing you. But Michael fought for you. He asked God to not let you miss this again. That's why you're here. This is not an accident. This message was placed in your path. It's the last extension of mercy before the door shuts. You've cried silent tears. You've felt forgotten. But heaven heard you. And last night, God said, enough. It's time the truth is revealed. You didn't see it when it happened. But God refuses to let you stay blind. That's why this message feels so intense. That's why your body is reacting. It's not just emotion, it's heaven's urgency moving through you. It's your soul crying, please don't let me miss it again. What was hidden from you wasn't just knowledge. It was your freedom, your healing, your restoration, proof that you were chosen long before you were born. That's why Michael is still crying. Because if you truly see this now, you'll never be chained again. Nothing will hold you the way it once did. So don't turn away. Don't close your heart. Every sentence is pulling you into the light. Every word is breaking through layers of blindness. And if you stay with it, all the way to the end, the truth will not only be known, it will burn within you like unshakable fire. This is not a casual moment. This is the final call before the gate shuts. That's why you feel this pull to keep reading. That's why you're trembling. Because heaven doesn't let the chosen ignore its cry. Even now, Michael is still calling out. Only you were blind to what happened last night. God is leaning in close, repeating it again. This is your final chance. 5 minutes left. Every second matters. He knows your heart feels restless. He knows the spiritual atmosphere around you has shifted. You are standing in the space where heaven and earth touch. That's why you can't walk away. It's not curiosity, it's destiny. God is keeping you here because He loves you too much to let you stay blind. Last night, while you were asleep or distracted, your name was spoken in the courts of heaven. Angels stood watch. Michael was told to write down what was revealed. The chapter of your life turned, but you didn't see it. And still, God shows mercy. He gives you this chance to see what you missed. This isn't just information, it's revelation. It's the very thing your soul has been aching for. Do you want to know what Michael saw? He saw the betrayal lift off your shoulders. He saw the lies told about you collapse. He saw your future being prepared with divine favor. He saw the one who hurt you silenced. He saw your tears turned into treasure in heaven's hands. He saw all of it before you ever knew it was happening. That's why He's weeping. Because if you don't open your eyes now, you'll miss what's already waiting for you. God isn't cruel. He doesn't dangle truth and take it away. He's merciful. He's saying again, 5 minutes left. Don't delay. This is your second chance. You missed it last night, but you don't have to miss it now. If you open your heart, you'll see the truth rise. What you thought was lost forever will come to the surface. This message isn't random. It's the answer to your silent prayers. You've been asking if your life matters. You've been wondering if God hears you. This is His answer. He's saying, yes, I see you. I know you. I have not forgotten you. Michael saw the enemy's traps. He saw the people who pretended to bless you but planned against you. He saw the lies, the jealousy, the darkness. And he saw God burn it all away. He saw your chains snap. He saw your breakthrough waiting. But you didn't see it, so He wept. This isn't just another message. This is real. And God doesn't give out final chances lightly. He is telling you now, this is the moment. This is the door. If you open it, freedom will come. If you walk away, the silence will return. Heaven hasn't taken its eyes off you for even 1 second. Michael's cry hasn't faded, it's growing louder. He's still saying, only you were blind to what happened last night. This isn't weakness, it's love. Heaven is crying out because you are too precious to miss what was revealed. And God's voice comes again, strong and sure. This is your final chance. 5 minutes left to see the truth. Open it fully, now. Last night, the spiritual realm shook. The air changed. Prayers were answered. A door opened that had been shut for years. Your name was lifted. Blessings were released. But the enemy tried to blind you in that very moment. And yet, God's mercy has brought you here again. These aren't just words, they are fire. They are the voice of God reaching where nothing else could reach. Don't say, I'll come back later. Later is the lie that steals destiny. Later is how the door closes. Later is what the enemy wants. God says urgency is love. And He's showing it now. Michael saw what the world couldn't. He saw you chosen. He saw your name glowing in golden light. He saw your enemies fall and your tears turn to praise. And He saw your future self weep with joy, not pain, because you finally realized how deeply heaven fought for you. This is what you missed last night. This is what's being placed before you again. Don't miss it this time. Every line here is another key unlocking you. Every word is a light breaking the darkness. Every paragraph is a chain falling off. That's why you can't look away. That's why your chest burns and your hands shake. Because heaven is here. Stay until the end. The truth is about to break open. And once it touches you, you'll never be blind again. Amen.